I love her so much. This really took a toll of me and my family.
A young woman, not even blossomed yet. Her whole life ahead of her. And someone took it from her. From all of us. Our baby.
Today we'll be in Lowell, Massachusetts, a city that is located about 35 minutes north of Boston, Massachusetts, the biggest city in the state. Lowell is a place deep-rooted in history, culture, and creativity. Old mill buildings and cobblestone streets now add charm to a vibrant downtown, which boasts a growing art scene, population rich in cultural diversity, and creative festivals. It definitely has that New England charm of the Northeast. Well, that charm was smeared by a tragic event that unfolded on Friday, June 14, 2024. A family in preparation for a celebration and graduation that day knew something was terribly wrong when a young female did not show up to walk across the stage. When her grandmother went to the home to look for her, what she saw inside the home left her and the entire family in total disbelief after the young girl was found shot multiple times and unresponsive. For one family in Lowell, tragedy has hit them back to back in less than a year's time. For one mother, Tracy Smith, she has lost her nephew, son, and granddaughter, all in less than 6 months' time. The year 2024 will most likely never be looked on as a good year, but as one of many losses for Tracy. Back in March 2024, she was left heartbroken and shattered when she lost her son Derek, saying, "You need to guide me, Derek, because I don't know what I'm going to do without you in mother's life. You told me last week you were going to take care of me." This mother's pain can be felt in every word, and no parent should have to bury their child. Tragically, not even 3 months later, the same mother was left in disbelief when she sadly lost her granddaughter, who lived in the home with her. 15-year-old Aliana Dickey was described by loved ones as a sweet young girl with a bright smile and a kind heart. Though she was only 15, her friends said she had big dreams and plans in her adult life. Sadly, she will never get a chance to make her dreams come true because of a grown man who thought he owned her. On Friday, June 14th, the day of her 8th grade graduation, she didn't show up. Her family had no clue where she was, and naturally they feared the worst. Not just because of the significance of the event, but because they knew the challenges she was facing in her personal life. Allegedly, Aliana had been dating an older man, 21 years old, named Trevor Bady, and she had told multiple people that there was DV in their relationship. When she didn't show up to the graduation and they couldn't get a hold of her, they wondered if something bad had taken place. Shortly after midnight on June 14, 2024, Lowell police received a call from an individual on Lawrence Street reporting a male and female were fighting outside across the street from them. The caller reported hearing a female screaming, "Get off me, get away from me, I don't want to be with you anymore," according to the official documents. The male and female were said to be Aliana and Trevor going back and forth outside her home before entering into her house. It was then that the individual that called 911 said they heard multiple shots being fired, all a little after midnight on June 14th. Once the police arrived on scene, Aliana and Trevor were nowhere to be located. However, by later that evening, the police will be able to put the puzzle pieces together from the dreadful 911 call. At around 6:10 p.m. that same day, Aliana Dickey's grandmother called Lowell police to report that her granddaughter had been found, possibly unalive, inside her Lawrence Street home. When police arrived, the teenage victim was found on the ground in the first floor bedroom with apparent gunshot wounds. There were said to be multiple shell casings also located at the scene. The district attorney's office would confirm. After the tragedy took place, a video recovered in the area of the scene allegedly showed Aliana yelling for help shortly before midnight, and Trevor, allegedly identified as the suspect, leaving the victim's home shortly after midnight. Per the district attorney's release, police learned on June 15th that Trevor had allegedly taken an Uber to and from Aliana's house before and after the unaliving. The driver of that Uber later reported he had a suspicious passenger and expressed concern. That passenger was allegedly identified as 21-year-old Trevor, has since been arrested and charged with the fatal shooting of Aliana. He was located inside a Peabody residence and arrested without incident. Aliana's grandmother told news outlets that Trevor is a coward and a monster who could not even show his face in the courtroom on June 18. Trevor was held without bail on charges of taking a life, home invasion, unlawful possession of a firearm, unlawful possession of ammunition, and the use of a firearm while committing a felony, and discharging of a firearm within 500 feet of a building. At the Lowell District Court hearing, the Assistant District Attorney said on June 12, 2024, Aliana confided in one person that Trevor made statements such as, "I'm going to unalive you, I'm going to unalive your grandmother," and that he was going to shoot up her house and nap her.
It's not fair to my son because he hurts.
Tracy Smith clutching this photo as she watched Trevor Bady, the man accused of her granddaughter, stand before a judge.
He's a coward. He couldn't even show his face.
A family member found Ahliana Dickey inside her Lowell home around 6 o'clock Friday evening when she didn't show up for her 8th grade graduation.
An autopsy revealed that Aliana had suffered numerous gunshot wounds, including gunshot wounds to her neck and torso.
Prosecutors describing how the 21-year-old from Tewksbury allegedly threatened to kill Aliana and her grandmother just 2 days earlier.
I was on the phone with her last night talking about how she was going to high school and stuff. She was happy, still in disbelief.
Family members confirmed to WBZ Aliana Dickey had just graduated the 8th grade, the family providing this photo taken the night of her school dance, a moment she shared with her best friend.
She just had her 8th grade dance, so she was happy about that. She was happy about everything. She wanted to do bright things in life.
Really positive person.
Really positive person.
She was a child. She had not even made it into high school. She only had turned 15 in April of 2024, and now her life is over, all behind a grown man that preyed on her innocence, whom should have never been messing with her in the first place. Hopefully, on top of his other charges, he is charged with messing with someone under the age as well. He is said to have shot her allegedly 8 times in the neck and torso. This story is so very sad on so many levels. My heartfelt condolences goes out to this family and the loved ones. So please don't forget to comment your thoughts and prayers for this family in their difficult time, and hit that like button and share to make your people aware. And as always, remember to stay woke. Things change quickly.